I'm Laurie Frick. I'm the Carolinas Healthcare Artist in Residence at the McColl Center for Visual Art. I have been working on collage pieces that deal with pattern. In the collage pieces, I have this idea of what do you actually remember? Everything that you see on the internet, every sign you drive by, every package in the aisle of the grocery store, what actually stays in your head and what do you remember? And the question starts to be, can I make that pattern play back to you in a way that sort of stimulates your cognitive thought? The idea that I can make a pattern and you see it and you respond to it in a way that feels like the experience of media. So I use cut words and paperback books and catalogs and gallery cards and junk mail and everything that I can find in each of the collage pieces. Sometimes when I work with pattern, I try to find real data patterns, real patterns that relate to human, organic patterns. And so I've been capturing my sleep data every night for about the last 100 nights. And it's really amazing because you think you just go to sleep, and in fact, you get 5 or 10 minutes of REM sleep, and you get a few minutes of deep sleep. And so your nighttime activities, your night sleeping is really, really similar to your daytime activities. Everything's just a few minutes of time. And so so I've been capturing what goes on at night and actually putting that into pattern pieces that I've been building out of wood. I'm working with Dr. Benjamin Brooks at the Carolinas Healthcare. He's the director of the neuromuscular clinic, and I'm really interested in neuroscience, and I'm working with the neurology group, which is kind of exciting. And Dr. Benjamin Brooks is, he's renowned as a neurologist, he's renowned as a researcher, he has a background from Harvard and Johns Hopkins, and he's new to Charlotte, and so it's kind of a real treat to get to know him. And we collaborated about kind of this idea of working with some of the statistical patterns, which sounds kind of crazy, but I'm interested in the nature and rhythm of pattern and how it kind of relates to your inner mind. We took a look at this recent, this whole set of statistical data that he's been compiling, trying to find a way to move the neuromuscular disease from being a narrative explanation to actually having sort of discrete staging data for 265 patients that he's gathered from his clinic. So it's exciting to me to take a look at sort of hard to fathom statistical data and actually turn it into something interesting and beautiful and meaningful and somewhat surprising. And so I've translated into pieces of wood blocks that are categorized by the size relates to the age of the patients, the size of the pieces relates to the amount of time they've been exhibiting certain symptoms, and then we'll actually collect a few thousands of these blocks that will represent these 265 patients in this mass that represents all the patients that are part of that clinic. And it's interesting because it's fascinating for me, and it's been surprising that it actually has been helpful for him. And so it's a collaboration between art and neuroscience in a way that's really different and surprising. And it's something that you'd only find, as an outcome of something at the McColl Center for Visual Art.